All right, so we're going to learn our second special right triangle, and it's called a 45, 45, 90. So this is our second one that we're going to see. And since it's 45, 45, 90, this is actually an isosceles triangle. So the reason why it's isosceles is because we have two angles that have the same measure. They are both 45 degrees. Then we have one angle measure that is 90 degrees. And because they have the same angles of 45 and 45, the legs are also going to be congruent. So we're going to see what that looks like in a diagram. So this is going to be our parent picture, just like when we had one for our 30, 60, 90. So here is our picture. Notice we have our 45 and 45. Then I have my tick marks because these are going to be congruent angles. All right, so now here is my rule. Across from the 45 is the number 1. Across from the 45 in this direction is the number 1. And then across from the 90 is the square root of 2. So again, we just need to accept these numbers and remember their locations. So again, across from 45 is 1, and across from 90 is root 2. We will always have the same number for our legs. They will always match because it's an isosceles right triangle. So let's see what one example looks like, knowing what we already know for how to do 30, 60, 90. So in our first example, I can see that I have my 45 degree. So now I'm going to label my three numbers. So again, across from the 90 is root 2. Across from the 45 is our 1. And across from our 8 is our 1. Right away, I can say y over 1 equals 8 over 1. And then I'll leave that for you to solve. All right, and my next setup to solve for x, I have x over root 2 equals 8 over 1. Again, we cross multiply in this direction, and we're going to get x equals, and I'm going to let you finish that off. All right, we are going to work more again with our radicals. We have to be mindful of our radicals. So we'll see what that looks like when we're working with it. But again, we're going to be still doing the same setup. So you're going to try the next problems on your own, and we'll discuss what that looks like. All right. Make sure to ask any questions if you have any.